Hey guys, welcome to my channel. If you're new here, I'm Lindsay and I'm bringing content on clean beauty and skincare. Today's video, we're going to be doing a get ready with me birthday glam style. Hope you guys enjoy this look that I came up with. If you want to see how I ended up getting this look, all the products I used, then keep watching. Okay guys, let's get right into it. I'm going to start with a little bit of skin prep. I'm going to do the IB CBD booster. I really like this. It's pretty affordable as well. You can get this on Credo Beauty. I'm going to use this just because I'm using a matte foundation, so I want a really hydrated base. So I'm just going to take a little bit of this and just pat that into my skin. Okay, so if I was wearing this makeup all day, I would definitely put on an SPF, but this is just like a practice run. I'm going to actually shower right after this. But definitely make sure you wear SPF if you're wearing your makeup all day. Today is actually not my birthday. The day this will go up is Sunday. I'm just pre-filming this so I have content ready so I don't actually have to film on my birthday. I'm actually filming this on Wednesday. Today Wednesday? Yeah, today's Wednesday. My birthday is on Saturday, so this will be up on Sunday, so my birthday was yesterday. I just wanted to share it with you guys because I love doing like special occasion makeup. One of those people I feel like I always like plan out. I'm like, oh, what kind of eye look am I gonna do for like Thanksgiving? You know, I think it's just really fun to play with makeup. So let's just go ahead and get right into foundation now that the oil has a little bit of time to sort of sink into my skin. Also filming in natural light again today. I love doing this. It's a lot easier for me to set up. And I think it's really nice to sort of change up from fluorescent lighting to natural lighting. I like giving you guys a mix of both. Let me know in the comments if you do like that I include some natural light videos now. I think they're fun to make, but I'd love to hear your thoughts. Without further ado, I'm going to hop into foundation. I'm going to use the Cover FX Power Play Foundation in N35. This isn't the cleanest foundation, but it's really nice. I love having this on hand for like more special occasions if I want a really matte base that's also really long wearing. This is a great one. I have the shade N35. Which I actually did that thing on Sephora where you enter your foundation and it'll like suggest a shade for you. And I entered the Ilia SF2 because that one's like the perfect match for me. And it did actually recommend the N35. I didn't buy a line, I did go in store and then swatch them and ended up actually buying the shade they recommended. So I guess that thing is actually pretty accurate if you guys haven't seen that on Sephora yet and need help like recommending a shade. It's pretty cool. I'm going to start with blending this in with my EcoTool sponge. Since the sponge sheared out the coverage of this a little bit, I'm going to go in with a second layer. I actually prefer to work in thinner layers with this foundation since it does dry pretty fast. So I just like to start with like a light coverage with a sponge, and you could always build it up. Definitely a really buildable foundation. Now for the areas I want extra coverage, I'm going to use the Ilia True Skin Concealer in Chicory SC1. And I'm just going to apply this under my eyes, and then, like I mentioned, any other places I kind of just want a little bit of extra coverage. This concealer is not too far off from my natural skin tone, so it's kind of one of those concealers I can use under my eyes as well as on my face. Now I'm just going back in with the EcoTool sponge I've been using, and I'm going to blend this all out. Now that I'm happy with the coverage, I'm going to use the 100% Pure Bamboo Blur Powder, and I'm just going to quickly set down my under eyes. I'm not going to set the rest of my face because I'm going to do a cream bronzer. But I'm just going to set my under eyes before they start to crease. Alright, and now for the cream bronzer, I'm going to use the Kosas Tropic Equinox. I've been really loving this lately. Really beautiful sort of cream bronzer slash blush, and then this cream highlight. I'm going to dip into the cream blush slash bronzer with a dense brush. I really like using the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush, just a dense little more tapered kabuki, so it's easy to place the product where you want. I just like to get a little bit, these are super pigmented, a little bit on my brush, and I sort of stipple it on it first, and then I like to go in and blend it with the brush. Blend it with a sponge afterward. Taking the same EcoTool sponge just to soften all the edges. Okay, now before I move on, I'm going to set the rest of my face with the Well People Bio Base Baked Brightener in Universal Glow. This is basically just a brightening translucent powder. It has a little bit of a sheen to it, so it makes your skin look really natural and radiant, which is why I love this for my whole face. can accentuate lines and texture on the under eyes, so I do just like to use this on my face and avoid the under eyes with it, or anywhere else you don't want to accentuate. I wouldn't put this, but anywhere you want to glow, this is beautiful. Next, I'm actually going to take the Alima Pure Satin Matte Pressed Foundation in the shade Warm. This is the shade Ginger, yeah. This is the Ginger Pressed Foundation. I'm going to take it on a little dense brush like this, and I'm just going to put this on little breakout areas that I have now just for extra coverage. I like this for extra coverage when you want extra coverage, but you don't want to have to put another layer over your whole face. This is just perfect for that. I totally recommend this foundation. I think it looks really great over any sort of troubled areas. It also doesn't cling to texture or anything of that nature. I also chose a really warm shade for this because more yellow tones help at neutralizing redness. So if you do get this for blemishes, that's a really good tip. Get one of the warm shades. That way it'll help to neutralize the redness. You can use a little bit less product. Just makes any breakouts look a little bit better. And also won't break you out more. Next up, I am going to bronze up the face a little bit more using the Cloven Hollow bronzer. I think this is the shade Cabo. It doesn't have the name on it because the compact is separate from the actual bronzer, but I will put the shade below for you guys if you're interested. Really nice bronzer. It's also a very light color if you're fair and you need a fair bronzer, but they do also offer a couple other shades. So I just like to take a sort of fluffy brush. It's a little more tapered. And this isn't super pigmented, so you can actually dip your brush into it quite a lot. And I just like to hit those bronzer points. Alright, we are bronzed up. Let's put some color back into the face. I'm going to use the Juice Beauty Cream Blush in Flush. This is like one of my all-time favorite cream blushes. The shade and formula is just beautiful. It's a pink, but it's nude, so it doesn't have too much warmth or too much sort of cool tones to it. It's just really beautiful. Formulas are great. They give you a really juicy looking cheek, but they go beautifully over powder. Totally recommend these. If you guys haven't tried at least one shade of this, please do. They're really great. So for this, I actually like to use my sponge again. And I just stipple it on my cheeks. This is like the perfect shade too. It's so universal. I feel like I can use this with so many different looks, whether you're doing something glam or just like an everyday natural type of face. I also have the coral shade as well, which is nice if you want a little bit more of a pop of color to the cheeks, or if you have like a medium to deeper skin tone, that'll look so pretty. Alright, now let's do some highlight. I'm going to use the PYT Upgrade Highlighter in Backstage Pass today, which is, if I can open it, there we go. Really light champagne color, super pretty. These are a great, more affordable highlighter option if you want a powder highlight. A shade on my hand there. I do have a couple other shades of these as well. They're all really pretty. I'm going to dip into this and hit the tops of my cheekbones first. This is like a more pigmented highlight, so you do have to be a bit more careful with it. I'm actually going to use this fan brush. I thought I didn't bring it, but I did. That's going to be all for the face for now. Now I'm going to do my brows with these two products. This is the Eye of Horus Brow Define in Light and the Eco Brow Gel. I really like, there she goes. I really like this duo. This brow gel is great. It gives amazing hold, and this is just a nice shade, nice brow pencil. So I'm going to go ahead and do my brows, and we'll move on to the eyeshadow, the best fun part. Before we start on the eyes, I'm going to use a lip scrub because my lips are looking dry. I'm going to use the New Body Pina Colada Sugar Lip Polish. This smells so freaking good and is a nice consistency. I'm also going to go in with this lip plumper that I have from K. Voss. This was in like a Petit Vour box. This is the Cinnamon Lip Plumper. This stuff is no joke. It's really strong, so you have to use like the tiniest bit, and it's tingling already. Okay, let's get started on the eyes. I'm really excited about this look. I have planned in my head that I did actually do a version of it a couple days ago. So pretty, so excited to show you guys. I'm going to start with the Ilia Warm Palette. I'm going to take this shade. I'm going to take this shade right here and just start that in my crease as a transition shade, you know, the usual. Okay, and that's actually all I'm going to use from that Ilia palette. I'm going to move on to the Elamila 30 Goddess palette. And I'm going to use actually this blush, which is called Just Right. I'm going to use this as a shadow today. It just has a nice peachy hue to it. And then same type of deal, I'm just going to build this up in my crease. I actually am going to go back into the Ilia palette. I'm going to take this I'm going to take this deep red matte just for like the very outer V of my eye for a little bit more definition. Now I'm just going to blend that blush shade on my lower lash line, and then we will get to the lid shade, which I'm really excited about. Right now for my lid, I'm going to take this shade Envy, which is this freaking gorgeous. It doesn't look that pigmented there because it's not initially that pigmented, but when you build it up, a really pretty just emerald green metallic finish, but it's not chalky. It doesn't have too much like of a glitter to it. It's just beautiful. So I'm going to use my finger for this, and I'm really going to build up a lot because like I said, it's not initially that pigmented, but you can get some good color payoff with it. And I'm just going to pat this on my lid for a little pop of color. Before I finish up the lid, I actually feel like I want a little bit more definition in the crease like I did here. So I'm going in with the matte brown from the Ilia palette. I'm just focusing that really tight to just the outer V of my eye to make it look a little bit more dimensional. Alright, next I actually forgot I had this. This is the Lima Pure Loose Eyeshadow Pearl Luster Shadow in Cypress, which is a gorgeous metallic green. So I'm going to take this wet on a brush, just do it on the center of my lid since this is very similar to the lid shade, just a little bit more metallic, so just give us some more shine. I think we're about done with eyeshadow. I love how it looks so far. I'm going to do a wing liner because it's just one of my favorite looks to do. I'm going to use the Ilia liquid liner. This stuff is really good. It stays put all day long. It literally does not budge at all. It doesn't flake, doesn't smudge. I think I said that. Doesn't flake, doesn't smudge, doesn't run, doesn't crack. Literally nothing. Definitely the best clean liquid liner I've tried. And it actually has a good applicator on it. I'm just so happy they came out with this. Very thin. It is a felt tip, which took a little bit for me to get used to since I'm used to a brush tip. Just have to do it very lightly so you don't get such a thick line, but so beautiful. So I'm going to go ahead and do a little bit of a wing, and then we'll finish up the eyes and move on to the lips. Okay, the eyeliner went successfully. I'm going to throw on some lashes, of course, because this look is dramatic and I feel like it would just be the finishing touch. I'm going to use these ones. These are the Jasmine Brown collab with Allure. I forgot the number. I'll link them below. They have them on Amazon, I believe. I did pick these ones up from Target. I'm going to pop these on, finish it up with mascara, and then we'll do the lips, and then that will be it for the look. Okay, here's the look with the lashes. I really like these lashes because they're fluffy and sparse enough where they still let the lid shade show through. Just a really voluminous lash, it would probably cover up like the green shade we did, but these I think are so pretty. I love these for basically every look. Now let's finish this up with the lips. I'm going to use the PYT Beauty Strike Twice Lip Duo. This is in the shade Bare All, which is a really pretty nude pink. So you get this like tiny lipstick on one end and then a matching lip gloss, which is really fun. Also great to like bring in your bag because you have two products in this little tube. So I'm going to go ahead and just apply that. I'm not going to use any lip liner. The lipstick was so creamy, applied super smoothly. You can leave it like this or go in with the gloss. I'm going to go in with the gloss just for fun. Look at that, so cute. Alright guys, that's it for this look. I hope you enjoyed getting ready with me. Let me know what you think in the comments below of this look. Do you like these glam looks? I really think they're fun to make. Everything I used will be listed in the description box below, so if you're curious about anything, just check down there. I'll also put discounts. Anything else I can find for you guys. So thank you so much for watching. Subscribe if you haven't already, and of course give this video a thumbs up if you did enjoy it. And also let me know in the comments below what month your birthday is. I would love to hear from you guys. Thank you once again for watching, and I'll see you in my next video.